For all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer, and welcome back to a brand new spooky video. Was that too fast for you? I'm sorry. I'm Hauntformer. Welcome back to another spooky video. And if you've been living under a spooky rock, you may not have realized that the Lemax Spooky Town for 2020 has been released. It's the 20th anniversary of Spooky Town. They've added some really cool exclusive and non-exclusive pieces to their site. Basically, the exclusive pieces are exclusive to specific stores like Michael's Crafts, whereas their regular Lemax pieces are available on their website. So we're going to be taking a look at all of the pieces. I'm going to let you know what I think about them, and you can let me know your thoughts and your favorites in the comments below. So we're going to start with the non-exclusive items. These could appear at shops like Michael's and Kmart and other places where Spooky Town is sold, but remember, they may not. So I'm just going to go through these and give my thoughts on each of them. So up first, we have the Dead Zone construction site, and there are videos with some of these, so I'll play the videos as well. So the Dead Zone construction site is basically a construction site for zombies and, well, dead things. And as you can see, it has a really cool structure to it. I like this crane thing and the weird, whatever that is, snake-looking guy. And there is a video to go along with it, so let me play that. Make it full screen. I'm not going to play the full video. You can check it out for yourself on the site. I like the sounds with this one. They're very organic and not like in your face. Some of the Lemax pieces recently have gotten a little bit like annoying with the audio. No offense to Lemax, but like they'll say like, "Welcome to the Mad Pumpkin Patch." You don't have to just play the audio. You don't have to get in my face.
Welcome to the creepy cemetery.
Just do the natural sounds. Those are perfect. My favorite Lemax house I have, the Withered Mansion, just makes lightning noises. That's all it needs. It doesn't need to say welcome to the Withered Mansion. It's okay. Up next, we have kind of the fan favorite of the year. I think will be the most popular non-exclusive item. The Pit and the Pendulum, of course, based off of the Edgar Allan Poe story. Make more Edgar Allan Poe stuff, Lemax, because he's awesome. As you can see, it has a really cool sign. I love the font and the coloring on that. Very medieval looking, and it's just a simple carnival ride, kind of like the ones that spin upside down. Would have been cool if this spun upside down, but that's going a little far. I'll play the video for this one as well.
Come and ride the Pit and the Pendulum.
See what I mean? Come and ride the Pit and the Pendulum.
Let's see if you can make a cut.
I dig it. I think it's cool. It's probably not one that I'm going to go for because I've never really gotten into the carnival ride things. All of my pieces have been kind of just standalone buildings, but if you're into the carnival stuff, this is one of the coolest ones that I've seen thus far. That's going to be probably the most popular non-exclusive. Putting my money on it, which I don't really have much money because I've been stuck at home, but that's okay. Up next, we have the Ghoulish Gourd Pub and Grill. This is one of the ones that has the big pumpkins on the top, and I really like those. I have a few of those. It looks really nice. The color scheme's really cool, and I'm going to play the video.
Everybody, come have a drink at the Ghoulish Gourd.
Again, said the name of the piece in the audio. It's kind of a bop. Okay, the spinning pumpkin thing on the top, that's clever. I like that. That's good.
Coming up.
Okay, the video froze.
Rancid.
See the pumpkin at the top?
Coming up.
That is sweet.
Alright.
Good stuff, Lemax. Good stuff. Those are kind of the forefront runners on the website. So now we're moving to the second tier. Here we have the Grimsbury Haunted House, which is essentially just a light-up haunted house with some cool green lighting. The video doesn't have any audio, so I'm not going to play it, but it has some really cool lights on here that I really dig. It's a cool haunted house, nothing crazy. If you're into the simple haunted houses, that one may just be for you. Here we have Death's Door Cemetery Gates. This one, it's got a nice, like, medieval look to it. I'm not a big fan of the medieval stuff, but if you're into the kind of Victorian, actually I'd say more Renaissance-y, maybe even medieval, yeah, just that kind of aesthetic for it. It looks very cool. Yeah, Buried Alive, again with their humorous little touches. That's the kind of stuff I enjoy. Now on to one of my favorites. We have the Creatures Custom Hot Rod Shop. This one's nice because one is just a light up piece with a simple on-off switch, which means it's also cheaper, probably. And I also really, really like this guy up here on the top in the hot rod, because he looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon inside of a sweet car. Now, I wish this car down here would have been painted red to look like the Christine car from the Stephen King, John Carpenter story, but you know what? I'm going to look past that. This is a great looking piece. I really dig it. Up next, the Black Cat Halloween Decor, which is more or less a spooky house with cats all over it. If you're into the witch thing and like the cats and the like, oh, it's cute, Halloween, you'll like this. I like me some scary stuff, alright? I'm not into the cute little cats. I need something. I mean, we are looking at porcelain pieces on a website, so I'm not expecting like gore or anything, but I like something a little bit. Here we have the Dragon's Lair Potion and Spells. Now, you know that thing I said when I mentioned that I didn't really care for medieval stuff? Yeah, this is the exception, because this one's sweet. The dragon on the top looks really nice. I also love the architecture of it and the little shop. It reminds me of going into the Harry Potter land at Universal with the cool architecture of the buildings. I like this one a lot. And I really hope this one is like in stores so I can see it in person. Again, we have another witch one, but this one I like because it has to do with taffy. And if this ghost thing, the green thing, was edible, well, it's actually made out of glass, so I probably wouldn't want to eat it. But if it were edible, I would eat that ghost because it looks tasty. I like taffy. Where I live in Florida, we have a lot of saltwater taffy, and I can always use some good taffy. But besides just my hunger, this piece looks really nice. The green light is very cool, and I hope this one is in stores as well, so I can see it in person. And the fact it doesn't move also means it's probably cheaper. Frightmore Farm is another new for 2020 piece. Not too much to say about this one. Simple, rustic looking farm. I like the roofs, how they come to a point. That's cool. Nothing too elaborate. It's just a farm, but I know some of you guys have like a weird farm fetish, so just get it. You know you want the farm. Now on to one of my favorites. This might be my favorite of the non-exclusive items. The Cider House. Now the thing about this is, I like apple cider. Again, with like the taffy thing, maybe it's just because I'm hungry, but apple cider is just so genuinely fall to me. And this just screams fall to me. I love the spiders all over it. I love the apples. It's different. I haven't seen anything like this. We always get pumpkins. Pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins. Now we're getting an apple thing, and I'm kind of liking it. Other than that, it just has a cool little look to it. It probably won't be too expensive because it's just a light-up house. And there's a really big spider on the top. So all those things make me say yes. And again, there's no audio to it. It's very much just a light-up house. But a very cool one, and probably my favorite of the non-exclusives when it comes to that. Now, again, if you're into the witches, this Wanda's Wicked Home, they always name the witches Wanda. Do witch names have to start with a W? Wendy, Wanda, Wendy Williams. This house is just kind of a generic witch house. I like the slime coming out of it. That's cool. Again, I like the color green. As you can tell, my walls are green. But this one's cool. I'm not big into the witches, so unless it's got something really cool, like the Taffy one, it's not a big draw for me. Now we're getting into the smaller, more accessory-based pieces. Here we have the Pumpkin Festival, which is like a little caravan, little wagon thing. Not too much to say about it. This one you'll probably see in some stores. Probably Michael's usually gets these smaller things. I think it's cool. I'm not going to get it because I like it, though. The colors are nice. We also have the Spooky Springs water tower. Again, a lot of the specialty stores get these water towers and such, too. I like this one. It has a good look to it. It reminds me of something you'd see at Disney World around, like, Halloween time. Just because it looks, like, more cute. Kind of, actually, the wooden thing reminds me of Splash Mountain for some reason. But I like it. I dig it. We also have the Spooky Windmill, because towering spooky stuff is somehow a Lemax specialty. This one's more of a rustic, creepy-looking one. Beware of falling blades. I like this one quite a bit. It almost looks rusted and or bloody on the top. I think that's supposed to be rust, but it looks good. It looks very good. Seal of approval, folks. Now we're getting into the really small stuff. I'm not even going to open each page. I'm just going to talk about these. You have Witch's Brew Coffee, which is another witch thing. Zombie Mechanic. That one I'm assuming goes really well with the Hot Rod Shop. So if I were to get the Hot Rod Shop, I'd probably get the Zombie Mechanic because it goes well with it. You have the Graveyard Partygoers, which look really nice too. You have the Teamwork, which is a witch thing. You all know I've been through this before. Unless something is like the Blair Witch or something more unique, the typical witch with the pointy nose and the hat, I don't know. It's kind of Wizard of Ozzy. Actually, the Spectral Couple looks cool because it has like the elegant Haunted Mansion sophisticated ghost style. You have Jolly Jack, which that one's cool. I can get behind that one. I like that their skin's like green. Green. Finding Buddy Boney Goodman. This is a cemetery piece. Looks fine to me. I have so many cemetery pieces that I kind of want something different. The Lighted Lantern Bone Post is cool as well. The Haunted Topiary is neat because it looks like shrubs, but they're actually cats. So that's different. I like it. Candy Cruisers is like another trick-or-treat piece if you're into the trick-or-treat style houses. Witch Shopping is another witch. Nursery Stroll is kind of another trick-or-treat thing, essentially. Phantom Coach is a horse-drawn carriage with a skeleton guy. And I like it. Can they make a Dracula carriage? Because that's actually in the movie, and I would like to see that. Esmeralda's Balloon Rides is another balloon. We usually get at least one of these things during the Spooky Town season with the spinning effect. This one looks fine. The balloon thing's kind of but okay. Witches Night Out, again, witches. You have the Bat Fence Gate, Shopping for Halloween, Pumpkin Monster. Pumpkin Monster is kind of cool. Chilling Band of 2, Crazy Headstones. I like the clown one. The clown one's neat. Spooky Town kind of dabbles in clowns from time to time. Frankenstein. That's clever. That's clever. Copyright that. Keymaster, Scary Toymaker. Although he's got, like, it looks like vines, so I feel like that would work well with what we got last year with the plants. That's just me. Scary Road Signs. Terrified Trick-or-Treaters. Terrible Toys is nice. I hope that one's at Michael's, because I like the little accessories, and the toy thing is different. Especially going into what else will be at Michael's and exclusives, which, let me get to that. Spooky Town Sign. I like this one because the black lights lend itself well to the colors that they typically use. And Executioner, again, a medieval kind of guy, probably would go really well with the Pit and the Pendulum. And then the Graveyard Party, Garden of Eden, blah, 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 blah. That's last year's stuff. That's old news. Well, we looked through the non-exclusive items, some pretty nice stuff. Lemax, if you're watching this, just my little assessment. Can we get aliens, please? I just want to see an alien Lemax piece, but let me not put my bias in the way. Now I have to find the exclusive pieces that are at Gift Spice, Menards, and Michael's. And they have their Christmas stuff already because that's going to be popping up soon. But let's start at Gift Spice and work our way to Michael's, because I know that's where I usually shop. I don't even have a Gift Spice in my area. Oh, that's coming out May 1st, so you're gonna have to come back to the website for Gift Spice. Wonder if that's the same for Menards. Menards has... Oh, okay, they got a sawmill going. If you have Menards in your area, they're gonna have a specialty sawmill. That's cool. Oh wait, that's Christmas! I don't want to see the Christmas! Give me to the Halloween section. Lemax. This man falling for the Christmas thing. Again, Christmas! Am I in the wrong section? Oh! Alright, here we are. Michael's Halloween exclusives. Here we go. Up first, we have the Black Raven Manor, which has a really cool blacklight ghost in it. The blacklight ghost thing it gets to me. I like black lights. And this one also has, like, bats flying around the top of it. That is cool. This one makes noise. Oh, it spins! Not bad, not bad. That's pretty cool. That probably is going to be more expensive because it has 2 moving components to it. I like it, though. It looks sweet. I want to see it in person for sure. We also have the Zombie Jazz Cafe. Now, someone who's a big fan of New Orleans, I've been there twice. Lovely town. This just screams New Orleans to me. Oh, look at the keys on the building. That is cool. I like this one a lot. New Orleans is kind of the city of jazz, and they have a lot of really creepy, like, skeleton stuff in the city if you've been there, so this lends itself well to a cool building. Yeah, I like the colors of it a lot. It's a little cartoony, but if it comes down to it, I'm definitely open to getting this for my Spooky Town for 2020. And judging that it's at Michael's means I'm more likely to get it because, frankly, the Lemax stuff is kind of expensive, and Michael's lets you use coupons, and I like being frugal. We also have Jack's Pumpkin Farm. Again, the people who like the farm stuff will really like this. I actually like this one a lot because of the roof. Again, like, the pointed roof looks cool, and the colors really pop. This would go well with a lot of the other pumpkin patches that we've seen before. This one doesn't make any noise. It just lights up. very cool. We also have, I'm not going to open up the small ones, we have the Frightful Feline Choir. If you're into the cats and the witches, this one's actually okay, because it's got like a funny twist to it. Like, it's not just a cat and a witch. It's like something they're doing, which is cool. The Raven and the Skull Tree is nice. Another tree if you need those. I usually get the really thin, cheap ones because they work fine. And finally, last but certainly not least, this might be my favorite of the year. Definitely my favorite. Well, I don't know. I'd say my top pieces of the year are Hideous Harry's Toy Factory, which I'm about to talk about, the Jazz Cafe, and the Spider Cider Building, in terms of all of them. This one just looks great. The colors are really vibrant. The toys look creepy. The clown face is amazing. Everything about this is cool. This reminds me a lot of, again, I'm bringing back the Universal reference from earlier. Not Harry Potter this time, though. The Simpsons. When you go into the Simpsons ride, they have the Krusty the Clown head that you walk underneath. This looks a lot like that ride. And they've never really done a lot of toy things. Kind of, it has clown elements to it, but it's creepy toys. That is really cool. And it does have audio.
Toy Factory, the scariest toys in town. Come on in. I won't bite.
Two things to note about this one. 3 things to note. First of all, it's really cool. There's no denying that. But second of all, it's going to be expensive. Like, this one's at least going to have to be $130. Might even be $150, because it has, at least from what I can see, 4 moving components. And the final thing is the audio again, with the "Welcome to Hideous Harry's Toy Factory, the scariest toys." Can we just hear, like, mechanical, creepy noises? Maybe this is just my thing, or at least an option to turn off the talking feature. I kind of like just ambient noise. That's all I really need for the sound. I turn it off most of the time, but still, I don't know. For the sake of the Michaels employees, I'm sure they would appreciate just the ambient noises. But still, this one knocks it out of the park. This one's a fantastic piece. This one, the Jazz Cafe and the Spider Cider, and the Hot Rod Shop are probably the best ones of this year. But those are just my opinions, and I want to hear yours in the comments below. So let me know. And if you do a Spooky Town display, let us know in the comments too, so when Halloween rolls around, we can see your really cool displays, because I would love to check yours out. Thank you for watching, and remember, as always, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.
Woo!